Hey, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. We have a very important topic to talk about today. And again, lead generation is an important and very, I would say, aspect of your business that needs to be not just utilized, not just systematized, but done in a consistent way. So today we're going to talk about 3 organic strategies that you can implement and deploy right now on LinkedIn to get more consistent leads. So let's dive in. So hey there, everyone. Scott Aaron here. Welcome to today's training. As always, if you're coming on live, please drop into the comments below, say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you happen to be watching this on the replay, tag some people, share this video, like, love, support, react to this any which way you want. But also, please don't forget to head over to my LinkedIn profile, hit my follow button, turn my LinkedIn notification bell on, and engage in my weekly content. So lead generation is one of those things that has become a big struggle for people on LinkedIn. I did a poll over the weekend, just asking people on average how many calls, how often they are getting calls each week on LinkedIn. Hey, Jorge, good to see you jumping on, my friend. And what I'll tell you is that the majority of the people are booking 0 calls. 0. I would say the second most would be 1 to 10 calls per week. And the most infrequent response, or the least amount I would say people voted for, was 10 plus. Hey, Frank, good to see you jumping on, my friend. Hey, Mike, thank you so much for tagging Bob and Miriam. So, one of those things that I constantly talk to people, and, Mike Beverly, who's on here, amazing entrepreneur, has a great podcast. I was grateful enough to be featured on it. So is my wife. He's the epitome of following this strategy that I'm going to be going over with all of you today. Mike consistently generates leads daily and weekly. He's 3 to 4x his business in the time that we've been working together, not just consulting, but in our group coaching mastermind called Expert Authority. So, people don't have to make lead generation difficult on LinkedIn. And what I wanted to kind of break down with all of you today were 3 very simplistic ways of utilizing LinkedIn to generate leads each week. Now, do you need to book 10 sales calls a week? No, you don't. I myself strive to have anywhere between 3 to 5 connect calls a week. That's within the schedule and the parameters that I have. I know that number is going to be very fruitful for what I'm looking to do and growing our business and our company. That number could be higher or lower for you. But I would say if you guys could wrap your business arms around 3 to 5 discovery calls per week, again, that's going to be 12 to 20 discovery calls per month. That will move the needle of your business forward. So the first way to generate organic leads on LinkedIn is messaging your new connections genuinely without a sales pitch. So a couple things on this tip. Number 1, what I mean by genuinely is making sure that you're not using any automated processes that connect and message for you. I've talked about this in previous trainings. If LinkedIn finds out that you have automated software attached to your account that is messaging and connecting for you automatically, they will not just restrict your account. They will delete and block your account so you can't access it anymore and you can't start a new one. So what I mean by genuinely is when you are connecting with the right people, you are simply going to send them a very genuine message of thanking them for becoming a connection and seeing if they're open to setting up a call to learn about each other's businesses and how you could support one another. It's that simple. You don't have to make it too difficult. It can be as simple as, hey, Mike, so great to be connected to you now. If you had the time, would love to hop on a call or a Zoom to learn about you and your business, share more about me and mine, and how we can be of support to each other's businesses here on LinkedIn. Anytime this or next week work for you for a call. And it could be that simple. I think people really overcomplicate the process of connecting with people and messaging. So if that's clear and if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. Again, if you've come on late, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you're popping in on the replay, tag some people as Mike has done. Share this video, like, love, support, react to this any which way you want. But please also do not forget to go to my LinkedIn profile if you haven't done so already. Hit my follow button, but also turn my LinkedIn notification bell on. Now, the strategy that you need to have, and Frank and Mike say yes, awesome. The strategy that you need to have is messaging about, 3 to 5 new people a day if you're sending out, 20 connections a day, which you're allotted, about 100 per week, 14 to 18 per day. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're sending those 3 to 5 messages. And what I'll share with you is that not everyone's going to respond, but if you're getting one person to respond from those 3 to 5 messages, you're golden. You're golden. It's going to allow you to start booking those calls. So making sure that you are messaging people with the notion of not selling or pitching, looking to connect with that individual to find out how you can support one another. So that's number one. Number two, messaging those who have push notification messages. So if you're not familiar with the push notification messages, these are people that have the happy birthday message, the congrats on the work anniversary, congrats on the promotion, starting a new position. Those are all the push notification messages. Now, there is no limit for those. So you may have 10 to 12 people that are celebrating birthdays. You may have 5 to 10 people that have a work anniversary. You may have 6 or 7 people that started a new position. You may have 5 or 6 people that got a promotion. LinkedIn is handing you those nurturing, engaging messages on a silver platter. What I always stress to people is you can customize it, or you can just literally just click. And I'll talk to you about Sales Navigator in just a second. You want to make sure that you're utilizing these. Utilize those tools that LinkedIn is giving you with the push notifications. All you have to do is click the little notification bell on the top right toolbar when you're on LinkedIn's homepage, whether you're on the mobile or the desktop, and it'll give you all of the people that are having one of those push notification work anniversaries, change of jobs, birthdays, or promotion. That is a way to nurture your connection. So I always tell people, if people aren't responding to the initial outreach, genuine message that you're sending, those messages will become very fruitful for you because they will re-engage people that haven't responded. So if people don't respond to your initial outreach and you start sending the happy birthdays, Mike might respond back and say, thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. Now the door of conversation is open. You are so welcome. Hope it was a great birthday. I know we haven't spoken before, or I'm not sure if you saw my message from a few weeks ago, but would love to hear more about you and your business, share more about me and mine, and how we can support one another here on LinkedIn anytime for a call or a Zoom. So those are messages that you can send out every single day, every day. And you're not going to get penalized at all because LinkedIn is saying, hey, listen, these people may have not responded back to your message. Why don't you stay connected to them? Why can't you just stay in touch with them, send this message, this, that, or the other? That's simple. So just remember that LinkedIn wants you to stay engaged, wants you to stay in touch with your connections, and those push notification messages are a great way to do so. So if that's clear and if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. Again, that is a very simplistic way to send those messages to re-engage conversation. And Yarouge said, should we try Sales Navigator? So the big thing that I always tell people is before you move on to LinkedIn Premium, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, or LinkedIn Recruiter, squeeze the juice out of the free version first. Utilize all of the tools, all of the free things that LinkedIn provides for you before you end up spending any money. Now, I'm not saying Sales Navigator is not a beneficial tool that we can use, but Sales Navigator is more for large companies. So someone that is targeting a specific company that has a certain number of employees or annual revenue. For the solopreneur, the consultant, the coach, the team builder, the free or premium, if you want unlimited searches, would be best. Sales Navigator, you want to go down that road. Again, if you're a company that's looking to target other companies that have a certain amount of employees, like I'll give you an example. Insurance brokers and financial advisors really benefit from using Sales Navigator because, again, insurance brokers, if they're writing group plans, they can specifically search and connect for companies that have a specific amount of employees, but also revenue base to go off of. So if that makes sense, Yarouge, just type a Y or a yes in the chat box. And Mike says, I have personally added 5 new clients by sending out messages in the push notifications this year alone. So Mike is literally generating 1 new sale a month, 1 new client a month by just wishing people a happy birthday, a congrats on the work anniversary, just by doing exactly what I said. Now, the third and final thing that you want to do, which I feel most people are not doing this. Make sure that daily or even weekly, I'm using the free. Yeah. So Yarouge, I would definitely recommend using the free version, but also I wrote a book that kind of gives people the ins and outs. I'll type it in the chat so you can go on Amazon and grab it. It's called the LinkedIn Book for Sales and Marketing. So if you go on to Amazon, just type in the LinkedIn Book for Sales and Marketing. You'll see me up here. I released it almost a year ago. So it's very current, very up to date. And again, it's called the LinkedIn Book for Sales and Marketing. So back to the third and final tip, which is what you want to do is that you can do this daily as well, or even just weekly. Message those who support your content, vote in your polls, or subscribe to your newsletter. So let me break down each one of these. Number one, if someone is engaging in your content, so they like or comment, always react to their comment and respond back and just say thank you. But you can go a step further by sending that person a message personally if they're a first connection. If they're a second, you can send them a connection request. You can add a note and basically say, hey, Mike, just wanted to send you a connection request and say thank you for engaging in my content. Hope to be connection soon. So you can leverage that. If Mike was a connection of mine and he was obviously engaging in my content, I can send him a simple message that says, hey, Mike, thank you so much for engaging and supporting my content today. It means so much to me, and I am grateful for you and our connection. Have a great rest of your day. So you can lead with this gratitude message, thanking that person for engaging in your content. The second thing is the people that vote in your polls. So drop an I am, type I am, or type I am not if you are, or if you are not doing a weekly poll on LinkedIn. So type I am if you are, and type I am not, or I'm not, if you're not doing a poll each week on LinkedIn. Now, this is extremely beneficial. Extremely beneficial for two reasons. Number one, when you do a weekly poll, you can get significant market research within your LinkedIn network, meaning LinkedIn will give you, and Mike says, I am, of course he is, one of the most coachable clients I've ever had. Um, Basically, when you do a LinkedIn poll for market research, and Frank says, I am not. So I suggest you guys to do a poll a week. It's giving you market research because what you can do is with the LinkedIn polls, you can ask pain point questions or areas of improvement questions where not only are you going to um, get market research back from your clients or from your potential clients, but it's going to provide you the necessary means to then click to see who has voted for what specific response of your poll. And if they're a first connection, you can send them a message, much like I said in the support of your content. Hey Mike, thank you so much for voting in my poll. If I could be of any support or assistance in any way, don't hesitate to reach out, and have a great rest of your day. And Yuru says, what is the best strategy for in-mail messaging? In all honesty, the best strategy for in-mail messaging is to not in-mail people, because what LinkedIn has done now, it's done two things. When you use an in-mail credit, number one, when you send a message to someone that you're not connected to, it says in-mail message, which means you're basically blindly messaging someone that you're not connected to yet. It either goes there or it'll actually go to their spam message box or the other inbox. My strategy is solely based on only sending messages to people that you're actually connected to. So I don't have an in-mail message strategy because I never do it, because I only myself and then recommend to others only sending messages to people that you're actually connected to. Don't send in-mail messages. It comes up almost like a sponsored or a spam message. I would completely stay away from it. So again, when people vote in your polls, just like the example I gave you, you can send a message to that person thanking them for voting in your poll and letting them know if there's any help or assistance that they need, you can reach out. I'm always here. The other thing is, and Anthony said, agreed, never use, in-mail messaging. Yeah, it doesn't work. It comes across very spammy, almost desperate in a way, because you should only be connecting with people that you're actually connected to. Yes, with Sales Navigator and Premium, you get, I believe, 10 to 20 in-mail credits per month. I would stay away from it. Don't even use it. So if you have a newsletter, again, type I do or I do not if you do or do not have a LinkedIn newsletter, because the cool thing about LinkedIn newsletters, I gratefully have close to 7,400 subscribers of my LinkedIn newsletter. So the goal is 10,000. So hopefully I'll get there in the next few months. But what I'll tell you is that when you have a LinkedIn newsletter and people start subscribing to it, you can actually click on the subscriber list of your LinkedIn newsletter, and you can actually click on all of the connections that are first connections, and you can send them an outbound message just saying, hey, Mike, thank you so much for subscribing to my newsletter. I hope you find the content value added. And if you have any topics that you would like me to do, don't hesitate to reach out. And thanks for subscribing. So you can see that these aren't even sales pitch messages. These are ways to nurture your connections, to nurture your network. You're not looking to sell and pitch. You're looking to create connection points and points of relatability between you and the people that you're connected to within your network. That's why you never want to open with a sales pitch. That's why you want to thank people for supporting your content, voting in your poll, subscribing to your newsletters, right? Engaging in your content, all of those things. So 3 strategies that if you deploy them right now, you will start booking more qualified sales call each and every week. So number 1, always message your new connections genuinely without a sales pitch. Find out how you can support each other. Number 2, message those who have push notification messages, the happy birthday messages, the work anniversary, change of a job, or promotion messages. Send those out every single day to nurture those connections. And third and final, message those who support your content. Vote in your polls, subscribe to your newsletters, all of those things. Now, the last thing that I'm going to finish with is, if anyone is interested in learning from me on a monthly basis with private trainings that I do. I have my own private LinkedIn based membership. It's called the LinkedIn Growth Hub. So every month I do a private masterclass for the members, and I either do it on a lead gen strategy where I show you what to do on LinkedIn, LinkedIn philosophy, organizing your LinkedIn routine, but even features and updates on the platform that I don't do on here. If you're interested in learning about my LinkedIn Growth Hub membership, just drop a I am in the comments below, and I'll send you the link where you can check it out. It's open enrollment. I just released a new masterclass today on the strategy that I actually have deployed on using the push notification messages to actually book more sales calls in specific, where I show you on LinkedIn. So there's a new masterclass each month. You can actually watch all of the previous masterclasses. I have guest trainers and industry experts do bonus content. There's a private Facebook group. So what I'll do is, if you are interested in learning about this LinkedIn Growth Hub membership, as Frank has done, just drop an I am in the comments below. And after we end today's training, I will send you some information on it. I do a private, also I do a private bonus training in a private Facebook group that I have as well, kind of going through this month's masterclass. And it's a very, very collaborative membership. So people tell me what they want me to train on in regards to LinkedIn to help them grow their business. And I always do trainings on it. So again, if interested, just type in I am, as Frank has done, and I will send you that information. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's training. And Lori, I will send that to you as well. I hope you enjoyed today's training. Please drop into the comments below, what tip did you find most value added today for you and your business to move it forward? So everyone, please enjoy the rest of your days, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.